What will CNN be blaming on Trump today? How Trumpism explains the GameStop stock surge. This mother flipper. At the core of Donald Trump's angry populist appeal was, and is, this sentiment. The elites think they know better than you. They think they can tell you how to live and what to believe. But guess what? We, the people, are smarter than the elites. Unpopular opinion, we aren't. Trump elucidated this argument in his Pierce Forum at a rally in North Dakota in 2018 when he went on this riff. He's basically just shit-talking elites. You've all heard the story. What made Trump's argument so potent, politically speaking, is that he wasn't just calling out the elites. He was saying that average Joes need to rise up and actually show them how wrong they were. That voting for him was the best way to express their anger and frustration with the condescension of their alleged betters. Donald Trump offered himself as the collective middle finger to the elites, and he won, and that's why I voted for him. Twice. All of which brings to the current, seemingly inexplicable stock surge of GameStop, the video game seller that has made its money over the years. What kind of sentence is that? Game seller that has made its money over the years? The origins of the surge are a prevalent belief among Wall Street sharks, professional investors that GameStop stock, even before its recent spike, was overvalued. After all, shopping malls are in long decline. Everyone knows this. COVID-19 accelerated it. As a result, the belief among pro-investor crowd that GameStop was essentially doomed. They began shorting the stock, essentially betting on it to fail. Boy, were they wrong, to the tune of like $16 billion, I think it's at right now. Except this time, amateur investors who really wanted chicken tendies decided to rebel against the pros using Reddit and a subreddit known as Wall Street Bets. The amateurs began a coordinated effort to buying GameStop stock to drive its price higher and higher. It's worth noting that Redditor was also gathering a spot for some of the most ardent Trump supporters in 2016. Geez, anything to throw shade at Trump. Basically, a bunch of autistic Redditors got together and fucked over Wall Street, and now these hedge funds owe billions of dollars. What's the end game for the GameStop surges? Like, now that they've proven their point and they can take stock if the pros have declared, move on and revive it. At least a moment, what do they do now? Because they don't really believe that GameStop is suddenly the new Amazon or Apple or Google. It's still mostly business that derives its value from brick and mortar stores and malls, which again is not exactly a big growth area in the coming years. The point is that there is no real point behind showing up the pros, which is fake news. The point is to pump the stock up really high, and then Wall Street, all these hedge fund managers, are now going to have to buy back the stock at an inflated price. So it's not just wagging her finger at them or give them the middle finger. They are now going to have to pay poor people billions of dollars collectively. They now are going to be punished for doing what they've been doing for decades. It's a taste of their own medicine. That's the entire point, that this guy somehow blames on Trump. Which again, has its roots in Trumpism. The entire notion of Trump's candidacy and presidency was to stick it to the elites, and then, well, there really wasn't a plan beyond that. Well, there actually was, and Trump did a whole bunch of things where his plan was working until he went full retard and fucked everything up. This guy clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. Obviously, he works for CNN. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and remember, CNN is hot garbage.